Podcast, man.
Yo, man. You already know it's your boy Flizzy317, man. We back. I'm right here with CannonMusic317, man.
What's going on, everybody? We on Cannon's camera. It's your girl Betty Ray, and we are here with.
Yo, it's Cannon Music, CannonMusic Music 317.
My heart is heavy and my tolerance is really low. For niggas thinking that they gotta let their chopper blow. Is it pain or validation, man? I need to know. We steady screaming respirations, but it's time to grow. I'm speaking.
This is a message to all the haters out there. If you don't like what I do, but you watch everything I'm doing, you're still a fan.
We outside, before it gets too cold on us and shit. Hey, first off, I want to appreciate you for me pulling up on me, bro. I hit you up.
Absolutely.
You was like, fuck it, let's get it in. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I definitely, definitely got to start from the beginning. Like, when does Cannon, what's your real name?
Riley.
Okay, so when does Riley become Cannon Music, and like, where's the upbringing from? Like, so where you from?
Yeah, so originally born and raised in Cincinnati, Ohio. That's where I'm from originally. I've been here in Indianapolis probably going on about 12 years now, 10, 12 years.
Okay, so you damn near, you feel me? This your home.
Yeah, I've been here for a while.
It's been great.
Been here for a minute. But yeah, man, it's like I always had an interest in like words and like rhyming and music and stuff like that. And to be honest with you, man, the first time I realized I wanted to rap is when I heard a Slick Rick song. So Slick Rick Bedtime Story. I heard that for the first time on the radio, and this was back when we had cassettes, and so I recorded it.
You dating it right there.
Facts, bro. Look, I recorded it on a cassette, and then I played it back, and I wrote every single word. Everything he rapped, I stopped, paused, write it. Stop,
you
pause,
just sitting there writing it out just to get the lyrics and shit?
Just sitting there writing it down. So I wrote it down, played it back, and then I rapped along with it, and I was like, man, this feel cool.
Just that feeling of like, you feel me, putting the words together. So
yeah.
Where, like, when you say like, you've always had a way with words, was it like, was your family like heavily in music, or was that like?
My mom, she didn't play any instruments or anything like that, but she's always been musically inclined. She's always played different types of music. She's always showed me different types of music. Her favorite artist was Prince. She's a huge Prince fan. I actually got a huge Prince tattoo on my bicep. And my dad was straight old school, Motown, Funkadelic, Ohio player.
Shit.
Yeah,
hey,
you know what I mean? So it's like, you take the rock from Prince, and then you take like the smooth OG pimp shit from my dad, and you put it together and you get me.
And that's okay. So you feel me, coming up, how was that like for you? Like, you feel me, smooth home life, or you feel me?
Yeah, home life was pretty smooth for the most part. I mean, everybody, had their ups and downs and different trials and tribulations and stuff. I'm the youngest of 7, so I got quite a few older siblings or whatnot.
Okay, so you're the baby of the family. I feel that. I was about to say, I'm the youngest of 5, man.
Yeah.
I got a little brother now, but he came way after, you feel me, the tribe was already built.
Right, yeah. So I was the youngest, so, I played sports. Just typical stuff. Played sports, played basketball. Football was my sport for real. School was okay. High school was cool. Had a lot of fun. I could have did better as far as grades, but all I really cared about in high school was playing football.
Hey, okay,
As long as I was eligible, I was cool.
Hey, he said, bro, I'm about to get this 2.0, man. I'm on the field every motherfucking Friday.
Ooh, yeah, 2.0, that's a stretch.
That's right. Hey, so, like, when was it, like, because, you playing with the words, you writing down the Slick Rick songs.
Yeah.
When was the first time when you ever, like, put your own music together? You found a beat and you just put something together. When would you say that was?
That was in 7th grade. So I remember, it was so trash. I wrote this little freestyle in 7th grade. I didn't have a beat to it yet. Cause like a lot of the stuff I would write, I would never have beats.
It's all up here, like.
Yeah, and so I write it, and it was more honestly like poetry. My sister, my older sister is close to me, her name is Star. She's a dope poet. People would like hear me rap or hear me say something, oh bro, that's hard. And I'd be like, nah, y'all ain't heard my sister though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if she still writes or whatnot, but just hearing her, she often inspired me to like go the poetic route. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would have a lot of just tons of stuff written, but no beats to it. The beats came a little later. You know what I mean? It was like, okay, I got this content, I got this material, I got these ideas. Now I gotta find beats to fall in line with.
So
what
all
I'm
throughout, you feel me, like grade school and high school, you was just constantly like writing poetry and you just keeping a notebook full of shit.
Oh yeah, notebook.
Okay.
Tons of notebooks. Plenty of notebooks, man. Yeah.
And then so like, how do you come to like, you feel me, really taking it serious? You know, you go through high school playing football, all that. After high school, was there something that like happened where it's like, you know, I kind of want to do this for real? Like, when does it hit you where it's like, you know what, man, I'm gonna put a name to this. I'm gonna really like perfect my craft, and I'm gonna go around and show motherfuckers like, yo, I'm cold with this shit.
So I was in college, and shout out to my homie Z Smooth. He told me, he was like, bro, you need to do something with this. And I was like, for real? He's like, yeah, because we was broke college students, you know what I'm saying? He's like, I don't care if you battling people for packs of noodles. He was like,
Use
bro,
this talent, my nigga.
yeah,
like,
he was
yo,
like, you gotta do something with this.
put this talent to good use.
Yeah, and I heard him, and I was like, man, you know, like, I don't know. And then like I kind of sat on it, moved to Indy. So this is some years went by. And then like I had some things kind of change in my life a little bit, and then I was just like, you know what? I don't have the things that was necessarily preventing me from taking rap as serious, that I didn't have those roadblocks anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So situations kind of changed in life, and I was just like, you know what? Let's do this. Let's actually jump off the porch with it. Let's actually start hitting studios. Let's actually start performing. Let's start booking gigs. Like, let's do this for real. And so
then,
I've been doing this now for real like 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, you fucking dope as hell with it. I remember at Summertime Vibes with Prozac, I got to see you perform.
Yeah.
And that shit was like, it's electrifying. Like, you coming in with the energy, like, you moving around, you making the crowd like, yo, you gonna hear this. Like, you gonna feel this. You feel me?
Yeah.
So speaking of roadblocks, like, what's one roadblock you could say that like you felt was holding you back from like pursuing the musical?
I would say one of the biggest ones was kind of perception of self. I grew up in a very religious household, and it was just kind of like, you know, these things are acceptable, these things are not acceptable. But it's like, where do I fall? And me as a person, where do I fall
On
in
the
that
huge
bubble?
spectrum of all this shit, like where
Yeah.
do I land at?
Right.
So it's kind of like you had to like figure yourself out before you could like, this what I want to do type shit.
Exactly. It was more of like, can I make peace with understanding that XYZ might be telling me that what you're doing is not right, it's not godly, it's not this, but it's like, it's not coming from, what I want to do is not coming from a negative place. It's not coming from a place of hate, it's coming from a place of expression. So why is that wrong? And like I said, I was brought up my whole life thinking that way. So it took me to actually get over myself, my mind, roadblocks that were set there before me, to realize like,
So you
what I'm
kind of
doing
like,
is not bad.
and like this also goes into something we got to talk about. Like LaRussell always says, like you got to get out your own way sometimes.
100%.
Like you could definitely like be in your own way. Like you can be so caught up in thinking like it like has to be done perfect, or it has to be done this way, or it has to be done that way, to where you end up not doing it.
Correct.
You wasting all this time where you could have just did it and then let the path lay itself as you working it out.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Yeah. And I do believe that you do everything at the right time, because I think even like mental focus, I don't have the mental focus back then that I do now. So who knows if, you know, maybe I'd have done something, it'd have done big or done great or whatever, I probably wouldn't have had the mental capacity and focus to keep that consistency. I'd be like, oh, we made it. You know what I mean?
No,
Not
it's
like,
definitely,
it's a grind. You know what I mean?
no, and it's the grind. That's what I've been like learning a lot, like just trying to like build this platform, you know, reach out to people and talk with different people. It's the consistency. It's not about like, yo, like getting a big video or like getting the hottest person in the city. It's about just doing it and just keep doing it just over time. And then you'll see, like, I ain't gonna lie, when I first like really locked in, I'd say about, cause I've been doing this probably like 2 years, but like 6 months ago, I want to say, I had got an interview with GRQ Dax.
Okay.
And then we ended up losing the little studio space we had at the time. And then it was like, fuck it, I'm about to get on the road. Like, you feel me, pulling up to people and sitting down with people. And then I just realized like, oh shit, like, this is my path. Like the whole time I'm thinking, you know, have a studio set up, have people come to me. That wasn't, you know, those aren't as popular as like when I'm pulling up on people, you know, sitting outside. We're among the people right now. You feel
This
me?
is cool. Yeah, I love this, man. This is awesome.
So I definitely feel you, like in this, the consistency thing is like huge. So I saw recently, man, you was out on the West Coast. You feel me? You went to a LaRussell show, and then I saw you got to perform. Can you speak a little bit about that? Like, how do you feel me, being someone who's from, you know, the Midwest, how do you get out to the West Coast and like find a ground to stand on?
Man, it's so crazy how all of that came about. Literally, I was at home one day and I was just like, just had one of those thoughts where it's like, man, I need to do more. I need to do something bigger. And so I went on the internet and I looked for performance venues in Hollywood, places that were looking for talent. You know what I mean? And I found one, and this was last year in 2024. A place called Whiskey A Go Go. It's on Sunset Boulevard. It's the only performance venue that's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, the Eagles, Jimi Hendrix, Eminem, you name them.
The greatest have, you know, blessed that stage right there.
The greatest have blessed that stage. Found that place, reached out to them, talked to the booking manager. We worked something out, went out there, performed, opened up for a group called RBL Posse, who's from the Bay Area. Show went great. I met a couple of great people that night. Locked in with RBL, you know, talked to them a couple times, got some information and stuff. And from that point on, that was like the beginning of my trips to the West Coast. You meet one person, they tell you about an event, you go back out there, you hear about this person, you go back out there, networking. And now, I mean, I've been out there, I don't know how many times since last year. But every time I go out there, I meet somebody new, you know, like, and also the internet too. Like, I looked at RBL Posse, I looked at who shot some of their music videos. Shout out to Noble Cinemas. But I found him online, hit him up. I was like, hey, I'm trying to do a video. I'm trying to get Black C from RBL. I see you shot with them before. You know, what's your prices? How can we work this out? Figured that all out. And I didn't know that he also owns a performance space as well in Vallejo, California. So Noby be out there grinding. It's called Noble Cinemas. And locked in with him. He heard the track, liked the track, shot the video, and he was just like, hey, I got a show coming up. RBL's gonna be performing. You trying to get up there and run your stuff?
Hey.
And I'm like, say less. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, and bro, I mean, this is all off like just organic movements, just meeting people, going places, but it all started when I was just at home and looked up on the internet performance venues in California.
It all took you from you to sit there and say, you know what, like, I'm gonna go for it. And then the path just started laying itself down, you feel me?
Yeah.
You invested in yourself, you put the money up to be able to get out that way, and then now it's like it's lining up for you able to like get in front of people that you probably wouldn't have been in front of had you feel me, just kept sitting in the house.
Right.
Had you just kept, you know, doing the basic and stuff. So that's definitely, that's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
The internet is a wild fucking place, man, because you could think like it always looks like so far out of reach. Like, you know, even when you're looking at it on your phone, it looks so far out of reach. And you'd be surprised at what a DM could do. Like, just hit a motherfucker up, reach out to him, and then, like you say, like, showing your face, like, showing the presence, showing, like, yo, I give a fuck about what I'm doing. It'll make motherfuckers give a fuck about what you're doing.
Exactly, yeah. People always say, like, invest in yourself. And to me, I'm like, what does that mean? Like, what is that, like, what, pay $100 on ads that for a video? Like, what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? But I think I'm starting to figure out what it means. I think it means, like, spend money that's gonna put you in front of eyes that you would normally not be in front of.
Literally, man.
You know what I mean?
Yes, definitely. Like, put you in a position that had you just sat there, you know, waiting for it, it wasn't gonna ever come. You feel me?
Never.
That's something I've definitely learned, like, just on this journey, like, ain't nobody coming to save you. Because I remember when I first started, man,
Facts.
I thought I was gonna make a couple podcasts. It was gonna be funny as hell. We was gonna upload some clips. And that shit was just gonna take over itself. Hell nah. I posted them a couple podcasts, posted some clips, sat back and like, oh damn, I gotta keep posting. I gotta keep doing it. I gotta get different people. I gotta, you feel me, do the research and like get with the people that matter. Cause you can interview, I was told this by a person, it's like you can interview anybody, but you gotta be real with yourself. I had to be real with like, yo, I'm not a platform that's like getting all the eyes. So I need to be able to tap in with people who have their own fan base, who have their own, you know, their own motion going. And if you can get down with those people, you know, if you can make it organic and sit down and talk with them, shit'll open up doors, man. Like, so I've recently like tapped in with the AON people, been able to take a little trip to Chicago to doing like videography stuff, like just recording stuff. It's just been fun as hell.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. And that's the truth too, man. And like, that's why I'm glad to be here today, because it's all about working together too. You know what I mean? And that's something I've learned from traveling. You would be in the room with people who are famous, who are, you know, monetizing their craft, who are working with bigger names, but they still remember where they came from. You know what I mean? And they still humble, they still down to earth. Like, I want to give a big shout out to LaRussell. So went to that backyard show, and then afterwards they had dinner. So he rented this hall out. And then everybody that went to the shows was allowed to come to dinner, and then like they had options for you to eat and stuff. It was great. It was
dope.
And I've never seen anything like that,
shit.
Yeah. And the thing is, he wasn't sitting behind some wall, like with security all around him. He was walking around talking to people.
He with the man.
Yeah, he literally a man of the people. And that taught me, I'm like, you know, okay, I'm headlining at, you know, some performance venue. I don't need to be cooped up in some room until it's time for me to go on. Go out there and talk to people.
Sit
Get
in the
them
crowd
invested.
real quick. Be around the
Yeah,
people, man.
you know?
Talk with them.
Yeah, and that's the one thing, you know, as some, I get it, you know, when you're an artist, there's a certain ego you might have of, you know, telling yourself you're the best and acting accordingly, but you still got to be realistic with yourself. You know what I'm saying? You still need fans. You still need to engage with people. So one thing that I would challenge all independent artists out there right now is if you go to a show, you go to a venue, don't be antisocial. Make friends, talk to people, network, because the biggest names in the game are out there rubbing elbows with the people that pay money to come see them. Come get you some repeat customers. You don't want somebody to come to your show one time and never come again. Make repeat customers. That's where the money at.
Nah, that's definitely, man. That's very true. I had to learn, like, and, like, you know, coming from Indiana, like, you know, born and raised, you probably already know, but, like, there's a stigmatism about it, like, being overly fanned out, or let's say somebody, you know, they're not even monetizing their craft, but, like, people look at you funny if you, like, a fan of them. It's like, nah, that's what it's supposed to be. Like, you feel me? I enjoy their music. I enjoy their craft.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, I remember after I did the interview with Prozac, Kush, you from shout out my boy Kush Hefe, he set that up randomly as fuck. He hit me up. He's like, bro, I see you from been doing the interviews. He's like, yo, get my cousin on there. Like, he a comedian, this, that, and the third. I got him on there, and then we've been locked in ever since. Like, literally, after that day, it's just been that. Like, I remember that's, you know, Kush started coming on the podcast, Kush coming to interviews. They always sharing anything. And then whenever they set up that comedy show, immediately hit me up like, hey, bro, you could definitely come through. You feel me? We'll get you in this motherfucker. Let you set up, do interviews, be able to network with people.
Yeah.
So I'm hella appreciative of that, because, like, I wouldn't have met you. You feel me? I wouldn't have been
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
tapped in with, like, the Quamos, Chrissy Cage,
Yeah.
you know,
yeah.
G Royalty, like, all of them, or
Dope
even
people.
Richard V. I've been watching his shit for a minute. Like, that was, like, you know, shout out On The Scene TV. Like, that was some inspiration, like, to see, like, yo, a nigga in the city,
Doing this thing.
he doing something, like,
Yeah.
yo, so I'm playing. Like, I can go do this shit too. Like, you feel me?
And all the names you mentioned, if you go to any show, they turn people up. They don't just be sitting there quiet because it ain't they turn or they friend ain't up there. They turn people up. And, like, that, I'm a big fan of that. Like, even if I ain't performing, because sometimes I just come out even if I ain't performing, you know, and I just want to be there, just want to be on the scene, just want to
Literally.
be around and, like,
Make your face seen, like, be
Yeah.
there, you feel me? Because you can't, it's hard. You can't be a person of the community if you're not in the community.
exactly.
You feel me? It's impossible to do that shit. You can sit there and say, like, oh, I'm with the community, you know, I'm fucking with people, but you're not outside.
Right.
You're not there, you're not at the
Yeah.
events, you're not showing up, you're not supporting, you feel me? So I definitely agree with a lot of that shit.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
what's some new stuff, you feel me, that you got planned? I know we're definitely gonna have to speak on the Firefighter hat, because that
for
was
sure, yeah.
that one caught me a little bit off guard. But, like, what's some, you know, what's some stuff? And then, all right, we could just really go into it. Explain to the
absolutely.
people the Firefighter hat
Yeah,
and the
so
importance of that.
yeah, some people might know, some people may know. So I'm a firefighter. My department is here in Indiana. I ain't gonna say where at because they be tripping, but it's here in Indiana. I'm a firefighter, and something that I learned, and like I said, it's a constant learning experience. When I went out, I just had a photo shoot in Long Beach with Amari Magazine Company. Shout out to Amari. And I was talking to people, and they were like, "What do you do?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm an artist. You know, I do this, I do that." They're like, "Okay, cool." And then in conversation, it randomly came up that I was a firefighter. And people think that is way cooler than being an artist.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit is dope as hell. Like,
You know what I mean?
that's some cool ass shit. Niggas look up to firefighters. You ain't never heard a motherfucker speak bad on a firefighter ever.
Right, yeah. And to me, like, I've been a firefighter. This month makes 6 years. So it's almost kind of like, it's in the background for me. Like, yeah, it's my job. It's what I do. I go to work. So I don't even really think of it anymore. But this being out there kind of showed me, was like, bro, you should probably talk about that a little bit more. You know what I mean?
You're a musical artist that's also a firefighter. Like, that in itself is something that's captivating. And when, as soon as people hear that, now they want to hear more. Like,
Right, yeah.
you feel me?
So, I mean, I actually just released a song last month. It's called Protocol EMS theme song. It's basically about, like, what it's like to be a paramedic. You know what I mean? There's a stigma, there's a certain humor that goes with people that's associated with EMS, and I basically just captivate all that in one song. And I posted it on TikTok, and between, like, the 6 or 7 videos, of me rapping that song, it's gotten almost 180,000 views. And I'm just like, maybe I should stick with this more often.
Yeah, you gotta. Hey, he's like, all right, I found my niche. You gotta.
Yeah, and so it's something I've really been trying to exploit. I got 2 songs. They haven't dropped yet. I got to get the cover art for them, but it's just more like firefighting songs. And the thing is, like, I don't want to be known as Cannon the Firefighter. I'm still Cannon Music, you know what I'm saying? But firefighting is just a part of what I do. So if I could find a way to like incorporate both audiences, you know what I mean? I feel like that could be something for me.
And then nowadays, I've been learning a lot. Like, you know, just sitting down with different artists, different people. You gotta be giving the fans something. Like, you can give them the music, and you know, of course, the music's good. They're gonna love it. But the fans want something. They want that. It's called a pseudo relationship type of thing.
Yeah.
It's where they feel like they genuinely know you. So if you open up in these different ways and like you give them insights on like, yo, I'm a firefighter, you'll probably get a whole new fan base of niggas. They love firefighters. They support the fuck out of firefighters. And now they found the musical. You from your musician who's also does that on his free time.
Yeah, and that's what I was finding out too. Like, and I just found this out just by like posting stuff. Sometimes the music isn't enough. Like,
oh, it never is.
There's so much music out there. There's so many songs to come out, and there's so much good music that's out there too. Sometimes you need something else that's gonna separate you. You know what I'm saying? And so, besides the music, which I love, I'm hoping that this is something that once I talk about it more, bring it to the forefront a little bit more, it's something that kind of separates me and puts me in my own lane. You know?
No, because definitely, like, I have different people I talk to, like different artists, and like you'll have the ones where it's like all they do, they post their music on Instagram, and then that's it. It's like that's only gonna take you so far because they're not gonna have a face to it. They're not gonna have a person. It's just a song. Like, they want to know the person behind it. They want to be able to hear the lyrics and be like, okay, I understand that part, or I know this part. Like, oh, that's the street he live on, or this. Just different little niches, and that's why like a person like LaRussell is like as dope as he is, because like one, he doing this shit out his mama house, like out the backyard. Like, he has for what it's worth, it's like a live session that he did with him, Hokage Simon, and he basically got like his whole family, like all his people, not his family, but his people in the living room, like they in his mama living room. And there's like a moment in there where he was like, you know, we in the living room, dogs in the cage and shit, you know, real nigga shit. Like, he's like, mom's got an apron on, she don't even cook. Like that just those little bit of like tidbits, it's just like, you invested now. Now you're just like, okay, I really like to see this.
It's authentic, man. It's authentic.
The authenticity of, bro, that is definitely like, because it's not, you feel me? It can't be fake like that. You can't fake the realness.
Exactly. And that was something too, man. Like I said, I love going out of town. I love going to the coast just because I always feel like I learned something. And when I was at that backyard show, like, it was one of those things, like, you see videos all the time of people saying like, man, you just had to have been there. But you just had to have been there.
You're like, you're like, oh,
just
shit,
had to
I
have
can't
been
even tell
there.
you about it because you literally needed to be there.
Yeah, like you could just feel it. And it's like, there's so many like small things he does in his performances that makes it more meaningful and makes it like, and I don't even know if people like pay attention to this stuff, but like when he does his backyard shows, he performs with live instruments. So there's no 808s, there's no hi-hats, you know what I mean? It's like, he's got like woodwinds, he's got like a guitar, he don't even have a drummer. So like there's not much percussion, it's just like strings and synth, guitar, vocals, and somebody, I think she had a harp. So it's like when you perform music over strings and woodwinds, it carries so much deeper to people's souls. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
literally, because the frequency, it's all about the...
Yeah, you know?
Because that's a huge thing in music, like, the frequency you're giving people changes how the music is heard. Like, you ever, like, hear when people, like, they'll put a song over a different beat and it make the song better.
Yep.
And that's not even the beat that they actually picked for the song.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's little stuff like that.
Yeah. And it's little tidbits like that I be trying to capture and somehow bring back to my performance. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I try to remember how I felt in the moment when I was seeing people do stuff, and I was just like, how can I recreate this feeling in somebody else? You know what I mean?
I want to get this feeling out. I want someone to have this feeling when they hear my shit.
Right, exactly.
Nah, that shit is definitely fucking dope.
It's cool, man. Me and him got a song together too. I don't know if you knew that or not.
You and LaRussell?
Yeah, we got a song together.
I did, people. I was gonna talk about that. You feel me? How did you go about getting that? Because I know like he's open, like he speaks on it in his videos all the time, how he's open to like anybody can just hit him up and like, yo, if it's right, if it works, you feel me, he's willing to do it.
Yeah, man. So once again, something he posted on the internet, he was just like, hey, we're accepting like, you know, proposals and stuff for songs, you know, shout out to Good Company. And he was just saying like, send 3 beats, you know what I mean? And if he likes one of the beats here, send a verse back to it, you know? And so I'm trying to think which 3 I sent him. I got a song called Higher. I sent him Higher. And that's one of my biggest songs that people like. I sent him, I can't remember what the second one was, but it's something I already had verses on. And I was like, okay, I sent him 2 that I got verses on. I was like, I gotta send 1 that's just an open with nothing on it.
No, it's nothing, it's
and
just
so
straight.
Went through, listened to his music, and that's what I'm saying, when you wanna work with people, listen to their music. Listen to his music, found what I felt like he would do really good on. Like if he had to pick a beat, he'd pick something like this.
You're trying like, oh yeah, he this is a LaRussell beat type shit.
So I went on BeatStars and I searched like West Coast, I think I searched like West Coast Bay Area type beats. And that's what it came back with, and sorted. And I was like, okay, I like this one. So I sent it to him. And you know, you gotta send your offer with it as well. So I sent them my offer and they responded and they was just like, hey, we like this, blah, blah, blah. Here, be in contact with you soon. Just send your payment and we'll send the verse back, you know, in a couple of business days. And I was like, okay, cool. So I sent everything and then I was waiting. I was refreshing them emails every day. And then
as soon as he wake up, he got an alarm, 5 o'clock in the morning. Like,
right. And then like, when he sent it back, like, he actually sent more than 16. And I was just like, that's what I'm talking about.
So
That's
what was
what's
that
up.
feeling like? Explain like the feeling where it's like, first like the response and they're telling like, yo, we fuck with this. Like, what was that feeling? And then what's the feeling when like you actually got the verse back and it's like, oh shit, like.
It was crazy. It was crazy. Like the first response, like I try not to get too hype about anything, but I got the first response and I was like, okay. They liking what I got to say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. And then when they sent the verse, bro, I was going crazy. I had that verse memorized, his verse memorized in like 8 minutes, bro.
You listen to that motherfucker
Like,
over and over?
Yeah, and because I was like, dang, like, obviously he made it, but I was like, this is mine. Like, this is for me. You know what I mean?
I get
like, that
to
was
use
just
this. Like, I can put this out. I could just put out a LaRussell song right now.
Yeah, and I wrote about 3 or 4 verses, because the first verse, I was like, nope, not good enough. Second verse, not good enough. Third verse, we getting there. We gonna keep some parts. Then the 4th verse, I was like, okay, I'm going with this. You know what I mean? So it wasn't even on some, that was not one I was gonna go to the studio and just punch in on or nothing like that. I'm like, nah,
you were
we gonna
strategic,
write
like making
this.
sure you sat down, making sure the song flowed together.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like, I feel like when you do features with somebody, to make the song good, you kind of gotta feed off their vibe, and that's why I like that he picked the open, because I could go off his vibes. Like, what are we talking about? What's the tone? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it just worked out. And I got a chance to meet him at the dinner, and I told him, I was like, bro, yo, you sent me a song back. I appreciate it. It goes crazy. Like, it's my highest stream song. It got put on a couple of playlists and stuff on Spotify, editorial playlists. I was just thankful. I was like, bro, thank you. Like,
literally, just cause
thank
like he could have just been like, nah, I ain't really fucking with them beats. Like,
yeah.
So man, that is dope as fuck, bro.
Yeah, it was like full circle, bro. You know what I mean? Like you go from, and that's why I believe like anything's possible. You go from just seeing somebody on the internet doing some cool stuff, to getting a song with them, to going to their backyard, to meeting them, to having a song on your album with them. And I'm like, bro, that never comes if you don't get off the couch.
Nah, literally, I gotta. So for instance, the interview I did with Nashan Clay,
Yeah.
cause like so there's On the Scene TV, Nashan Clay, Hit the Stage, and then CJ Too Cold. Of course, like, you know, these are people I'm watching on it. Like, I'm watching them before I ever had, you know, an idea to do something. And the first time I ever hit Nashan up, you know, she was like, you know, we could probably make it work out. You know, like, it was more like a business transaction. And then I was just like, you know, I wasn't in like the spot to be like paying for interviews and stuff. So then a couple months went by, and then, you know, I'm just doing my thing, you know, posting my content. And then she reached back out to me and was like, yo, like, I've been peeping your shit. I fuck with it a lot. And then she was like, we could definitely get an interview in. And I remember just being like, oh, shit. Like, it was kind of one of those moments where it's like, all right, like, it was kind of like a little achievement. Like, okay, like, I'm doing something.
Right.
Because for her to have, like, gone out her way, because, you know, she, right now, her, and the, you know, the rest of them, like, that's the biggest, you know, media personalities damn near coming out of the city.
For sure. Yeah.
And then whenever she sat down with me, we had a real, like, genuine conversation. It was all smooth. And, you know, she we still keep in contact, you know, here and there. And then she tapped me in with Lil Billy, and like that was even doper. Cause like whenever she first sent it, I'm like, I didn't know the name, but then like I knew the music and shit.
Right.
I'm from the city, like you feel
Right,
me?
yeah.
This
Yeah.
nigga been doing this shit for like 10+ years, and then he sat down with me, and then after that it was just like different people like just fucking with. I'm like, oh shit, like yo, I gotta take this shit serious, like,
Right, yeah.
cause it was just like one of those moments where it's like, at first it's a hobby, it's cool, it's fun, but now it's like, nah, these are people who they really getting money off their craft,
Yeah.
and to come and sit down with me just off their strength, you know, that's overly dope. You feel
Yeah,
me?
yeah.
So I definitely feel that like that full circle moment where it's like it didn't seem possible until it was.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I couldn't see it happening. I like, cause whenever I hit her up and she, you know, she told me a price and whatnot, and I'm just like, damn, I'm just not paying for interviews. So I'll probably, and then but I was thinking in my head like, man, by the time I do get to the point where I'm in a position to be paying for interviews, she already gonna be way past. You feel me? And then she still, you know, reach back out and
That's cool,
hit me up
man.
and shit, man.
That's
So
dope.
like,
I
so
like her
what's,
channel. I like what she got going on too.
man, her shit is fucking dope,
Yeah, I
and
like
she's
it.
just she a real genuine person. That's what like I really wanted to sit down with her, cause like, you know, the stigmatism of like hood vlogs and stuff like that. But like I would watch her content, I'm like, nah, I gotta like, cause that's my whole thing. I like to sit down with the people, cause you can
Right.
see them. But I remember being a kid, like I never wanted to meet the famous people. I just wanted to talk to them.
Yeah.
I just
yeah.
want to talk to them real quick, just pick their brain and like
Yeah.
get to know who the actual person is. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So you feel me? You got the Firefighter stuff going. What's some stuff, like some other stuff you got coming up? You feel me? You got any big projects coming up, or you just dropping
so-
singles right now?
Dropping singles right now. My album came out. It was a 23-track album, Cannon Events. That came out July 20th. So like, there was a lot of work that went into that. Like I was in album mode for a minute, and a lot of the inspirations on that album came from like the time I spent in California. The picture of the album is me in front of the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. So that kind of wrapped it all up. Most of the music videos that I got on that album were filmed in Los Angeles. Shout out to Kareem and Angel. But yeah, right now I'm working on, I'm like kind of reloading. Like I got some singles coming out. I got a single coming out next Friday. It's called Chill Shit. It was produced by DJ Flip. Shout out DJ Flip. I've been sitting on it for a little while, but I was like, okay, it's time to push it out. I got a rock song coming out in December.
A rock song?
Rock song.
Okay, so you real versatile with it. That's what I
Yeah.
do love about your music is like, it's the versatility and like the wordplay, and like, it's not just, you know, like, of course I love all like the mumble rap. Me personally, I love that shit. I love like the drill songs, but it's dope as fuck when you find an artist who's like making real music, like putting real story into it, real like it means something. It's not
Yeah.
just something that's,
Yeah.
you know, supposed to make you bob your head and move your body. It's supposed to be something that's reflective, you know?
Right, yeah, yeah. And I just like all different types of music. Like my playlist, bro, I've got everything from Nirvana, Linkin Park, Cole, Future, Logic, Wiz, like you name them, Steely Dan. I gotta listen to everybody. Like I said, I got a Prince tattoo, bro. I listen to everybody. So it's like I'm not gonna limit myself to one type of music. You know what I mean? I like to make and I like to listen to everything.
You don't want to
so-
get boxed in, you feel me?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like so box out. I got a feature that I just got back not too long ago from an artist. He's doing some pretty big things right now.
Let me just make sure it's shit.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we good.
Good.
I've had some motherfucking hiccups with that shit, bro.
Yeah.
So who you got the feature coming from?
So shout out to Studio Drew at Aspect Studios who kind
Oh
of
hell yeah, nah, he's dope as fuck,
Yeah,
man. He's
yeah.
produced some fire shit.
yeah, he plugged me in to like, hey bro, he kind of gave me the you might want to look into this, and Bfb Da Packman. So
Okay.
yeah,
Hey,
I-
okay. Now that's okay.
I got a verse from him. I've had it for a little bit. It's one of those things where it's like I'm waiting until the lyrics come to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
'Cause
you don't
that's
want
a-
to just rush it just to like show motherfuckers like, oh, look at this feature I got. Like you want it
Yeah.
to be somewhere they see, and it's like, oh, bro, they got a song together. Not
Yeah.
like, oh, he got a song from bro. Like
right.
they got a
yeah.
song together. You feel me?
I've actually never spoken that feature on camera before, so you got the exclusive.
Hey, the exclusive right here on 4-Way Podcast.
Yeah, you
man.
got
Y'all
the
already
exclusive.
know.
Yeah, so with BFB Da Packman, yeah, so I'm working on that because I want that. That's one I want that to go viral, because it's like, and it was so funny because him and LaRussell was on a podcast together, like talking to each other, and I was just sitting there watching the pod, like, man, I got songs with both of them. You know what I mean? I was like,
that has to be like a dope ass moment to just be able to sit back and like, damn, like they like, cause of course, like they're up here, but it's like you right there with them at the same time because like, shit, I got the features from them, so you can't tell me I'm not. Hey, you bumping the shoulders, you in the rooms, like, man, that is dope as hell, especially for an indie artist, cause like. That's something whenever I started this, because that's what I wanted to see, like, Indianapolis be able to get outside the box of what we were in for, like, so many years. Like, because you'll have artists, like, you feel me, we got the Little E's, the Little Billies, like, the Doughboys, like, but you never really get to see them get, like, no crazy feature from a viral popping artist. Like, we don't have, like, of course, like, just now, this year, Big Rob, Big Row 6, like, he went crazy dropping the pirate flow, like fucking the game up right now. So it's just dope to be able to see this shit and then to like hear you telling the story like, yo, like it's a full flower thing. Like everybody,
Yeah. It's there for the taking, man. Like it's literally there. It's just like, and like I said, I'm still learning. So I can never, people ask me like, oh, what's some advice? And I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like, I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm trying to figure it out.
I'm about to ask you for some advice.
Yeah, because like, shoot, if I was where I wanted to be, then I'd have advice for you. But all I can say is what other people have told me is just keep going, keep being yourself, and keep being authentic. You know what I mean? So,
and that shit just don't come overnight. And that's one thing you got to be accepting of. It's like, it's not gonna just
appreciate
y'all. Hey, 4-Way Podcast on YouTube. But now, like, just to be able to be comfortable in it, and like, you gotta be able to keep doing it day in and day out, even if it don't look like it's gonna happen. Like, cause I've learned, like, so they say, what is it? Fuck. It's a saying, like, basically, like, when hard work meets preparation, that's the luck.
Yeah.
You feel me? So people were like, oh, like that motherfucker got lucky. Like, nah, they was working hard as hell and they prepared so that when you feel me, the opportunity came, that's the luck right there. You feel me?
Bro.
But nobody sees like the preparation. Nobody sees like the long nights. They just see that one moment that everybody else gets to see.
Exactly.
And they're like, oh man, that nigga blew up overnight.
Yeah.
Like, hell no.
He didn't. Yeah.
It'll feel like that for a lot of people, but that's like, you know what you don't put into your craft and do it.
It's a grind, man. I talked about that on another podcast, and it was kind of like, he asked me about the show I did in Hollywood. He was like, do you feel like, you should have gotten to that point sooner or something? I was like, no. I was like, because prior to that show, I didn't feel like I had the material, because it was like a 30, 35-minute set. And I was like, I didn't feel like I had the material that'd be captivating enough for 35 minutes. I was like, if I'm just being honest with you.
Hey, no, like, that's real as fuck, because most people would sit there and say, like, bro, it's something happening. It's like, man, this shit should have been happening. Or, like, they'll see something happen for somebody else. They're like, bro, like, that shit should be happening to me. It's like, nah, like, you got to trust that your time going to come. You got to trust that, like, you still doing what you're doing, and you doing it with a righteous heart, like, or you doing it with good intent, and, like, not just, you feel me, trying to have some fly-by-night shit, then it's genuinely going to come. And when it genuinely comes, it's way better than you sitting here going to throw $1,000 on motherfucking promos just to be on the front page of all this shit, like, because that's just fly-by-night. Like, somebody will see you and forget you real quick.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like, I like what you said about, being prepared, because that was something I learned too. Like, when I went out to Vallejo for that show that I performed at, a lot of those artists, because he handpicked that show. Like, Nobi, he curated that show himself. Those artists were tough. They were dope. They were not like the run-of-the-mill artists, like, oh yeah, I've been, trying to do this. Nah, these dudes, they got music out, they got features, they were hard. And I was just like, I was at the point where I felt like I needed to be able to be on that stage and not be forgotten right after.
You felt deserving of the situation.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't feel like, you just...
Me, a year and a half ago, like my first show at the Hoosier Dome, that version of Cannon wouldn't have been able to hold a candle to them. And I just got to be real and say it. Like,
but that's dope as fuck. Like, you're able to be that honest, about your craft and about what you're doing. Like, like, yo, like, it took me some steps. Like, yo, I was like 10 steps behind. Like, so had somebody pick me up and put me up here, I wouldn't have had the steps, so I wouldn't even have knew what I was doing when I got up here.
It would have been all bad. You know what I mean? Because, like, I study people too. Like, not just like particular person, but just like when people are performing, I'm watching their eyes. I'm watching their hand movements. Like, I'm watching everything. Sometimes I just go on YouTube and watch, like, Kendrick Lamar at the Grammys, Lil Wayne at the VMAs, J. Cole at Dollar in a Dream, at that shit they be throwing on out there once a year. Like, and just watch performers. And I'm just like, what are these people doing to captivate folks? You know what I'm saying? How are they saying their words? I listen to the song live, and then I listen to the song on the recorded version. What's the differences? You know what I'm saying? Where can I sacrifice maybe 2 or 3 words, but I'm giving more impressions, or I'm giving more power, or I'm giving more emotion, even though I didn't say the full bar or something? Like, what can I sacrifice to make this better? And I don't know if a lot of people do that or not. Maybe some people don't need to. But to me, like, I'm a true student of the game. You know what I mean?
Nah, you
So
really
it's
like
that's
you
what I
really
wanna
here to
do.
learn. You feel me?
Yeah,
You want
for sure.
the
Yeah.
education. You want to be like, I can self teach myself, you know, the music and put the bars together, but I want to learn from someone who's where I want to be. You feel
Right.
me?
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, that shit is, bro, that's fucking dope as fuck. And I wanted to let you know, like, bro, like, again, your performance was dope as fuck. Cause that was like the first time I had ever like even kind of like was able to be tapped in with you. And I remember you just got up there and it was just the energy, like the movement. You on this side, you on that side. You feel me? You looking at the people in their face, like rapping to the people. You're not just up here just like rapping. You feel
Right,
me? And
yeah,
that shit is definitely dope as hell.
Thank you, man. Thank
And
you.
then you feel me, like in the middle, like even after your performance, you still sitting there and making sure you recording other people. Like you just,
Yeah.
you feel me? You really practicing what you
Yeah.
preach and shit. So that shit is dope
Trying
as fuck,
to,
bro. I
man.
wanna,
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
that shit is dope.
Appreciate you, man. For sure.
So some I always like to ask, you know, we're at the end of 2025, you know, about to go into 2026. So like, what's a goal that you've had for this year that you've accomplished, or what's something where it's like, yo, in this next 2 months, I want to make sure I get this done, whether it's a personal thing, a work thing, you know, with the music.
I would say this year I really wanted to get my album out, and I got it out in July, so a little over half the year. So I was really proud about that. I think, like, for me, I think I just want to keep making quality music. I think that's the thing, like, just improving, and it might sound cliche, but just improving on the music. I feel like if you can improve on the music and improve on the marketing, everything else will follow.
So you
know what
want
I
to
mean?
continue like doing what you're doing, but just find, you know, little places where it's like, hey, I can tighten this boat up. Like
Yeah.
we can tighten that up, or like let's get a boat over here because we didn't have a boat over here. You
Exactly.
feel me?
Yeah, because it's like, I like where my music's at right now, but I still want to continue to elevate it. Every time I listen to something that I've done before, I find areas where I can make it better. You know what I mean? Like, and so it's like, I know my product can still get better. So it's just like, I just want to keep elevating, take it to a level high as fuck that we ain't never been. I'm trying to just keep elevating it.
Keep
you know?
going up. Hey,
Yeah.
I fucking love that
And
shit.
then I'll say too, the business aspect, definitely trying to learn the business a little bit better, monetize some stuff because you got to pay the bills. And I want to find better ways to market. You know what I mean? I want to find good ways that show results. Because like I said, I'm still learning. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that, you know, pay $20 and we'll get you on X amount of playlists. Like I'm not doing,
Because that's just not genuine. You want it
No.
to be something like, and like, so I've been seeing a lot, like, have you, there's this one artist, he does these videos and like, you think it's just like a random, like, not a like reaction, but semi-reaction type video. And then like halfway through, he'll say something and then it just, boom, it jump right into the music. And just little stuff, like I've been seeing a lot of people jump on that, like
yeah.
that wave of like, they think they're watching this and then the music's thrown in front of them to where it's like, now you gotta listen to it.
Got to.
Because you already done invested yourself into the video, so it's like,
Yeah.
you know, you'll have the people that swipe away, but most people are gonna sit there and like take the time to want to see it and shit.
Yeah. I will say one other thing I want to do too is I want to work with more people here in the city. So like, I have a pet peeve. One of my pet peeves is when people have their information in their profile, DM for bookings, DM for contact, you email them,
Man,
and
you don't get
never
no
hear
nail
nothing.
response. Ain't nobody watching this damn email, man.
Yeah, you know, that irritates me so much because it's like, nah, I'm really trying to work with you. I'm really trying to like network. I'm really trying to extend. And some people just, they
You'll
just
sit
got
there
it
and
up there.
DM a motherfucker, they be like, yo, like, get with the email, the booking agent. Just like, bro, I done sent y'all niggas 5 fucking emails, man.
Exactly, bro.
Trying to get you on the podcast. Like, what the fuck we gotta do, bro?
Right.
I gotta pull up on niggas? Like,
Yeah, and for sure, yeah. So yeah, man, just making the music better, keeping the quality good, not sacrificing the content, and just networking with people here in the city. Like, I think I'm starting to network more outside of the city on the West Coast, some stuff in New York, some stuff going on there. But it's like, I want people to see what's here.
Cause you CannonMusic317. You feel me? So
Exactly.
you gotta,
Yeah.
you still have to have that aspect of like putting on for the city, like.
Right. Yeah.
So in that, talking like that, what's some people from the city where it's like, yo, like, you'd love to work with them, or can you say a few, or is it?
Yeah,
just...
for sure. I'm trying to think of people who I ain't worked with already. I would definitely, Chrissy K. I love to get something with her.
Hey, shout out Chrissy K, man, for sure, for sure.
My real name's Rain. I would like to get something with her. I've seen her perform a couple times, and I thought her internet presence is hilarious. She's like goofy online, and I fuck with goofy shit. You know what I mean? Wise King, WYZEKING. Wise King, I love to get a track with him. We don't have one. Lady Lion, I love to get one with her too. Her energy is just crazy contagious, and I love that. And that's really the top four I could. Jeremiah Graves, I want to get something with him too, because he's true lyricist through and through, and I love that shit, and I think we go crazy on something.
That's why I love these interviews, because, man, like, every interview, you able to see, like, I'm learning about different artists every time, because, like, I know Chrissy K, but the rest of those, you definitely gonna have to make sure you send me all those. One, so I can tag them, and then so I could, you feel me, get they shit, you feel me?
Oh, yeah.
Check them out.
Yes, sir.
Man, hey, so, go ahead and, you feel me, we can cut it down. Definitely, man, shout your stuff out. Let them know, man, where they can find Cannon at, bro.
For sure, man. I'm on all platforms at Cannon Music, CANNON Music 317. I'm on all platforms, so you can find me on motherfucking Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music, Deezer, Pandora, whatever it is. My TikTok is actually Jiggy Snail. So it's JIGGY_snail. I think there's a 38 after that. But anyway, go to my link
We're
tree.
gonna figure it out. I'm gonna make sure I got all that. All that's gonna be listed right here.
Definitely
in the middle,
run my
man.
YouTube up, because I'm trying to grow my YouTube. So find me on all there. Like I said, I got a song, Chill Shit, coming out next Friday. That's like, what's that, like November 7th?
Yeah, that'd
something
be
like
literally,
that.
literally.
Yeah, November 7th, that'll be out. Got a rock song coming out first week of December. Stay tuned, man. We working, we grinding.
You got a name on that rock song?
Take Your Shot.
Take Your Shot, okay.
Yeah, Take Your Shot.
Hell yeah, I can't wait to bump that shit, man. Hey, make sure y'all run all the motherfucking songs up, man. Let's get the streams up.
For sure.
Hey, man, you already know, man, it's 4-Way Podcast, bro, and we out.